local music going on. Quite a few tourists here. This is the start of the 3-day trip, so everybody comes here first. The train graveyard. So after all the mines collapsed or went to pot, they just dumped all the locomotives and trains and carriages, just letting them rust in the desert. And that's Salt Hotel, shut in about 2006. Not allowed to have people staying actually on the salt plains anymore. So inside the Salt Hotel, everything's made out of salt. The walls, tables, chairs. Not the doors, by the looks of it. And then through here, oh, got a few people in local costume. There's a condor and a friendly llama, by the looks of it. And you are, Jan's going to have a little picture with the llama. So,
friendly llama.
It's got hair like yours, Jan. In plaits. So, we've driven for about half an hour to get to a place without many people, so we can do some perspective photography. And for this, you got certain props, important props, like a dinosaur and a bottle of beer, and then you stand around and get funny looking photos. So here we are at the Isla Incahusi. There's the old volcano, and then a few vehicles. Pretty good views from halfway up the hill. Volcano is apparently about 5,300 meters high. These cactus grow at about a centimetre a year, so that one in front's probably 400 or 500 years old, something like that. So there's our van, or our car. We're just setting up some red wine and crisps. All here for the sunset. So first stop of day 2, another little salt flat, and yeah, we got the railroad going into Chile, and so takes only one train a day, not just Marius. This is actually a plant called Yareta, and it's like a fungus, but it's hard. If I go and touch it, it's, you know, it's solid. This one's about, I don't know, 1,000 years old. They grow about 1.5 millimeters a year or something. Yeah, amazing construction. And we're here in the foothills of the biggest volcano in Bolivia, 5,700 meters up in the distance there. Can't remember what that's called. Can you remember, Joan?
No, it didn't say.
Alright.
No.
So yeah, just going up to get a better viewpoint. There's another little one just walking along. So he's obviously only about 100 years old or whatever. They're all protected in this area, but I think traditionally they use them for medicines in Chile and stuff. So what we're walking through here is old lava bubbles of the volcano, but like I think it last properly erupted 100 odd million years ago. There's Janet on top of the mountain, a little mountain. Yeah, so you can just see off to the left. Sorry about the heavy breathing, but we're about 4,000 odd meters. Just off to the left, there's a little side vent of steam. Yeah, and the landscape's pretty spectacular. All old dormant volcanoes about. And being eaten by a dinosaur. Or something like an old fossilized dinosaur. So Canyapa Lagoon. Lots of flamingos. Oh, one taking off.
Wow.
Or trying to take off. Over here at the second flamingo lagoon. Slightly bigger one. And slightly more flamingos.
These the Andeans. The James.
So these are the James flamingos. These two nearest us are the Andean type. Yeah, so a bigger flock here. I think these are still the James type. Fish on the size. This little stop is mainly for little animals called, can't remember, I'll tell you in a minute. It looks like some sort of pancake rock type things as well. These are sort of semi-tame because too many tourists feed them bits of fruit. So these are some viscachas. They're like a rabbit with a long tail.
But nowadays, like, trying to stop.
Some of the views are pretty spectacular. Herd of vicuna down there. So this is Sea Lolly Desert, allegedly the driest one in the planet, another driest one in the planet. And there's a stone tree here, as you can see. This is Laguna Colorado, also known as the Red Lake, surprisingly. So you got a couple of vicuña down there just at the bottom, a few flamingos, a couple of other birds that look like seagulls, but I don't know what they are. And the red colour is made with the algae, which is grown here, lives here. And yeah, look at the tourists having a look. So, what a sulphur landscape of bubbles, boiling mud. Nearly got me that one. Yeah. You can hear it hissing as well. End of the day here, it's getting cold. Marvellous landscape.
So we are in Atacama. We have been to several lagoons today, and at this moment in time we're sat in a hot water spring of 38 degrees, which is absolutely bloody marvellous. And we have got a great crowd here that we have met. So I will start with Catherine, who lives in London.
Hello.
Catherine's partner, Cammy, who comes from Belgium and England. And then we've got Marius from Norway, we've got Jan from England, we've got Chris from England, and we have got Jess, who's been our tour guide from La Paz.
From La Paz.
Happy travels,
Yeah.
and Jessie, thanks for making this possible for us.
Thank you so much.
A pleasure.
Oh, this is amazing.
Good morning. So our third and final day on our Uyuni salt flat tour. Got up for 5:30 to get the sunrise. So it's a bloody cold day. We slept in a nice 5-bed dorm. It wasn't the warmest, but it was alright. A few birds flying about over there, and down where those buildings are down there is where we were last night in the hot thermal pool, and it looks like there's a few people in there this morning already. Nice sunrise, and we got our border crossing into Chile today and ending up in San Pedro de Atacama. So this is the Salvador Dali desert. So cool because the artist used to use the same sort of colours. Well, you can see that probably in the looking into the sun. And those rocks, man, they look like his painting called Lady of the Desert. So there's a chain of volcanoes there, and then they get into the white lagoon in front of us here, and then in the distance is a green lagoon, which is the most toxic lagoon in this whole national park. And then we got a big volcano, one of the biggest in the world, at 5,920 meters, and then another volcano,
Yes, nailed it. You look a bit like a hunchback.
and then we head on round, and over there is Chile.